Hello and welcome. My name is Luke, and in this video I wanted to give some updates on the Blender Next project. So I saw in the last video that many of viewers found the project really interesting, so really thank you for the feedback and letting me know that this is something useful that the community needs. And yeah, on this release, like on this update, we have some great news about the some functionalities that I didn't show up at the beginning. So for who doesn't know what is Blender Next, basically it's a let's say it's a Blender it's a standalone Windows application for you to manage your Blender versions and projects, and also extensions. So the idea is for you to use this as a let's say a new way, a better way of launching Blender, managing your project with version control and extension by checking compatibility and running background tasks, and you know creating some automated tasks. Okay, so let's get started for the release for the three for this new release. Okay, so first thing first, we have like the settings panel right now, and we have like I have created this panel so the users, so you can customize some things that were by default selected by the app itself. Right now you can change languages. We only have like Portuguese and English because Portuguese is my main language. So you can change the language and it will change like the system, the UI language and the theme. I'm still working on this. We already have a support for custom themes, but yeah, I keep it disabled because I didn't set up, we still don't have like another theme set up for like a light mode or another type of theme to showcase. But yeah, it's already there, and then you can choose where you want to install blenders, right? So you can choose a folder dedicated only for installers for the Blender executable, and then we have like the extension directory where you can install, like where Blender Next should install your extensions. And also we have like thumbnail rendering. This is a really cool feature that I added, so you can customize the way that your thumbnails are being rendered, right? So so let's showcase some of these in progress, some of these. So I have here a folder that I set up for this project. So we have like extensions, installers, and projects, right? So I have this new project, but I will delete it, and we'll start by installing Blender. So you can just go to the Blender packages and choose a version that you want. So you can filter by stable and then install the version that you want. You can install also multiple versions, and if you open up the extensions information, you can see, and it will download Blender and install it, and yeah, and then we can start creating our projects based on these versions of Blenders. So I have installed like three versions. They are still installing. Let's wait for them to finish the installation. This one have been installed, so I can filter by installed, right? So we have this one and this one, so they already finished. So I can go to the project manager and then try to create like a new project, right? So I can give it a name like a new Blender project, and as you can see right now we have like a, this one is still installing, and then we have like this two one. Just a quick note here, like the installation, the installation, it like the installers, the Blender installers are coming directly from the Blender's website, so it's secure, right? And then we have like the the projects, so we don't have anything right here. You can select like a template, but right now it doesn't matter because this is it's not set up yet, and use the version control also, and the clear extension is not working right now, and also include extension doesn't work right now, but the UI part is already done. And then you can create your project, and this will open the project. It opened a Blender on my side second screen. So as you can see, it opens the correct Blender version, because if we see here, it's 4.3.2, and this is the version, and the new project, it's this one. So you can like do everything that you want, and then if you close Blender, it will like generate a thumbnail for you, right? And if we go to the projects folder, you will see that we have like a new Blender project, and then we have like the Blender file, a copy of the project, so it's a backup that Blender creates. And then we have this this thumbnail. As you can see, it's pretty small. If I hover it, it's pretty small. You can open it, and it's a low res image because you don't need to have like a full res, like like a 2K image for the thumbnail. But you know what, you can change it. Let's say that you open your project, you change the color of the material of this this object. So if I go here, I can change the color, and yes, I think this color is fine for me. I'll save it, and then if you close the Blender, you will see that it doesn't really update. It updated, but we are using the Workbench rendering engine. This is the viewport engine, right? So you can change this on the thumbnail rendering. Like you can say that I want to render my thumbnails with Eevee. By changing this setting, if you open your project, right, in Blender, and then you close it again, it will generate a new thumbnail with those settings that you selected. So you can also generate with cycles, and also you can change the resolution and the sampling, and also the frame that you want to render. So I changed the resolution, as you can see right now. Yeah, so this is 240, right? So 240, the size of the image. I can, since I changed the size here, if I open the project and then close it, you'll see that it will generate a thumbnail that's larger than the previous one. So it's literally rendering the your Blender project. And you can select if you want to render the thumbnails with Eevee or with Cycles or with Workbench. So for those users that have like a lower a machine that doesn't have a lot of resources, so the Workbench is the best one, because it doesn't require a lot of graphic power, and and it's faster, right? So yeah, and we have like some other updates on the extensions. So in the past, you could see like the extensions and list them, and then when you click on the extension, you could see like some informations. But right now we have like a version selector, a download button, and then we also have like all the versions. So right now you can see all the older versions for an extension. Like I can see for this one we have like this version and those at the bottom, and then for this one we also have like a lot of other versions. You can scroll down, read the release notes. And something cool that you can also do is like installing any version that you want. So if you only click here, right now, if we go to the temp folder, we have like the extensions folder. And if I click on download latest, it will download the latest version of this extension, right? So this is really good because you can just download like the current version of this extension. But let's say that you want some specific version of this extension, so you can open it, as you can see, it detects that this version is already installed, but if I change the version, it will detect that it's not installed, so I can download it. So if I select an older version, I could download this version also, and I can see this information here on all versions. So as you can see, this is already installed, and that one also, it's already installed. So I can download multiple versions of the same extension. So yeah, I created the file, right? So we have there the file, and then I can remove it, right? Remove all the versions that I have installed, and as you can see, it removed yeah, all of the zip files that I had on my local disk. So yeah, I think these are like all the current this is the current state of the app. And yeah, I'm still working on actually installing the add-ons on the Blender. Like the way I'm planning to do that is like you can install an extension for a specific Blender version, right? Because if you open the Blender, you can see that it lists like the minimum let's say version, the compatibility. It lists like the Blender version that this extension is compatible with. So the plan is to check when you open like a Blender, when you try to see like a Blender information, you can add some extension to this Blender, or you can also add a specific extension for a project, right? So when you're creating a project, you can select the extension that you have downloaded, so it will be included on this project. So yeah, yeah, that's it for today's update. I wanted to let you guys also know that we have right now our Discord channel, right? So you can join the Discord channel. The link will be in the description below, so you can get some like the updates for like the release notes and the download link. You can download Blender Next from this link. So yeah, I'll put in the description the download link for the app, and also the Discord server, Discord server, so you can join us and give some feedback, because it will be really good to hear from you guys what you would like for me to include on this on Blender Next, what will make your life easier working with Blender. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. You can join our Discord server or let a comment below. And also, yeah, you can comment if you think that this tool is really helpful, or if you find that there are some things to change, and you can leave some suggestions about improvements. And yeah, I think that's it. Subscribe to stay updated, because in the next days I'll be sending some updates on installing the extensions and checking compatibility. Yeah, so that's it, and thank you for watching.